What is up, guys? My Rambles episode 276 today, back here with another video as always. In today's video, I want to talk about something I briefly talked about before, but I want to go into more depth with and show how by following what others do, you can really supersede your expectations and supersede where you are now. And that is learning how to learn. Because I've talked about the importance of learning how to learn. Because in life, we're sort of given all this information, knowledge, information, especially if you try to get better, if you're in self improvement. You sit there, you try to go, okay, how can I get better? I need money. So maybe you do copywriting, marketing, start business, whatever it may be, in stocks, whatever. So you learn these things, but in reality, none of us know how to learn because we've never been taught how to learn. We haven't taken it way down to the basics and just sort of sat there and go, okay, how do I focus? How do I get the most out of what I'm doing right now? Because at the end of the day, we all have the same 24 hours, right? So we're not going to work 24 hours a day. Let's be real. Let's say we work 10 hours a day, right? 10, 12 hours a day. You're sat there, you're working, maybe less, maybe more, whatever. But the point is, you want to get the most out of those 10 hours a day. You want to be the most productive. Because if everyone has the same 10 hours, then time doesn't really matter. If everyone has the same 5 hours, then time doesn't really matter. And you want to get the most bang for your buck. How can I do something in 4 hours what others it takes 20 hours to do? And that is by learning how to learning how to focus, getting into the roots of self-improvement, getting into the roots of learning. And one of those things is by analyzing other people. For instance, Elon Musk. Elon Musk has talked about his tree trunk method, how he absorbs information and is able to retain it through a method which are called, I'm not 100% sure the accurate name, but it's the tree trunk method, right? Where you have your tree trunk, you have your roots, which is your base layer of information. It's your base layer of information that's a necessity for everything else to matter. Then you have your tree trunk, which is your general information, which is common information. Maybe you read multiple books, which is your general ideas. And then you have your branches, which are your specific ideas. And then you have your fruits, which are real specific ideas. Maybe you have leaves, which are not as potent piece of information as fruits, but they're, your real specific ideas. But it's pointless getting down to those fruits and those leaves without having that trunk and those roots. So you need a base layer. You need a base layer in everything you do. So maybe if you're trying to do copywriting or whatever, maybe you start your root is, how can I learn? How can I learn properly? How can I learn how to be a better copywriter? And how can I focus for longer? This is your base layer. This is your roots. And often it has nothing to do with the subject that you're actually trying to learn. It has everything to do with the origins of learning. Because when you're proficient at learning, then you can learn anything in the world. And this skill translates to everything you want to do. If you want to go do better in the gym, you want to do better business, whatever you want to do, health-wise, whatever, you need to learn how to learn. So this is your roots. So you need the roots. Because without roots, the tree can't feed itself, right? And without the trunk, the leaves and branches have nothing to hang off. So you need to start at the bottom. So once you have you have your ability to learn, you have your ability to focus. How can you have your ability to retain information? Then you go on to your copywriting. Cool. Now you've got your sort of tree trunk, the generalized ideas. Then you have the more specific ideas. Then you have your individual ideas, maybe concepts that you've thought of and you've conceptualized in your mind. But these things you can't get to without genuinely knowing how to learn. Because, like I said, we all have the same 10 hours in our day. We all have the same 24 hours in our day. We all have the same 5 hours in our day. Whatever time frame you work on, what matters is the quality of work you produce, because that's the variable that you can control. So you want to work as much in 2 hours as others do in 10. So then when you work 10, you're so far ahead of the competition, they have no way of catching up. I've been Keelan, something to think about. Peace!